One of the problems that a lot of buyers face is that they're just simply overwhelmed by the home buying process because they're not familiar with the process and they don't really know or understand the things that are involved when buying a home. So today I am going to take you guys through a really quick high level overview of the home buying process. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Knykill. I am a licensed realtor for the state of Texas. I am located in Houston, and today I am going to walk you guys through the home buying process. One of the problems that a lot of buyers face is that they're just simply overwhelmed by the home buying process because they're not familiar with the process and they don't really know or understand the things that are involved when buying a home. So today I am going to take you guys through a really quick high level overview of the home buying process so that you can have a better understanding of home buying and so that you can better prepare yourselves for your home buying journey. So make sure that if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you like this video and hit that bell so that you can receive notifications when new videos are posted. So the first thing that you need to do is you want to make sure that you save money because you'll need to put money down, which is called a down payment. Now, you do not have to put 20% down as a down payment to purchase a home. You don't have to do that. It's not a requirement. It's great, may even be ideal for some, but it's not a requirement. So if down payment is something that you are concerned with having, there are a lot of programs that offers down payment assistance for first-time homebuyers. So keep that in mind, and we'll talk about that a little bit more on this channel. So I don't want you to feel like it's not possible for you. It's home buying is possible. Okay, I believe it is possible if that is something that you truly want to invest in. Now, apart from saving money, because you do need down payment money, I would say you also need to have funds set aside for closing costs, right? So closing costs is generally like 3 to maybe 6% of the loan amount. So keep that in mind, right? And again, if you decided that you wanted to purchase a new build, right? Or you want to build your home, a lot of times the builders will have incentives. They run monthly incentives. The incentives change every month. I remember when I bought my home, this home that I'm in right now, the incentive was $7,000 towards closing. The builder provided, as long as I used their lender, the builder provided my closing cost. So keep that in mind as well. You just have to make sure that, that's the situation for you in terms of using the builder's lender, right? So also you want to hire a real estate agent, right? So you want to partner with an agent that you feel is going to best represent you, understands your needs, and that's going to provide you the best service possible and walking you through the home buying process, right? It's going to provide you with the necessary resources and understanding in each phase of buying a home. So apart from your down payment money, your closing funds, to invest in a home, you also, like I said, you want to hire a real estate agent, right? You also want to make sure that you get pre-approved. Now, the benefit of that is that the lender's going to let you know what they are willing to lend you to purchase the home. Okay, so if you try to look at homes and you're not pre-approved, the disadvantage of that is you could possibly get emotionally attached to a home that may not fit in your budget or what the lender is going to be willing to lend you. So you want to get pre-approved. Your real estate agent should provide you with a list of different lenders that you can decide which one you feel is best for you. And that lender will do a credit check and all the necessary checks that they need to do to let you know what they're willing to lend you, right? You also need to do a credit check, right? Know what your credit score is. Ideally, lenders do like to see a 620 or above. However, there are some lenders that will allow you to borrow money or pre-approve you for funds if you have less than 620. Now, that depends on the lender as well as what that lower score could possibly be, depends on the lender. So that's kind of where you're just going to have to work with your agent in finding some lenders and then speaking with those lenders to see what's the minimum score they're willing to accept. Keep in mind that if you have a lower score, sometimes the lender will require that you put more money down. But these are all things that you're going to find out when you decide to select the lender that you feel is going to be a best fit for you and your financial situation as it relates to buying a home. There's not really a one size fits all, if I'm being honest. So that's why it's important to really have an agent that can walk you through the process, that can provide you with the necessary resources in terms of the vendors that you're going to need throughout this process. And then you can vet those vendors, right? The next phase is the search phase. Typically, what I do during this phase is I will create an automated email list of homes for my clients that will basically fit the criteria that they've shared with me in regards to what they're looking for. That can be location, that can be square footage, price point, it can be number of bedrooms, bathrooms, etc. And basically what will happen is any homes that are on the market based on my client's criteria, they will receive an email of the homes that are on the market that fits into what they're looking for. And they will also receive an email as soon as new homes hit the market according to what my client is looking for. So that's typically what happens in the search phase. And then I will have clients just kind of select a few homes that they want to tour, and we'll go out and we'll tour those homes. One of the things that I do recommend is that you rate the homes, right? Just kind of have an idea of like what are like your top three must-haves in a home. And as you're viewing and touring the homes, you're keeping those three things in mind. And sometimes I will kind of give my clients a rate card or like a rate sheet so that they can rate the homes, because sometimes after you look at about 3 or 4 homes, you don't necessarily always remember what is in each one. So it's good to kind of make notes as you're touring those homes, so that you can remember the things that you did see that you liked and the things that you saw that you didn't like. The next phase is what I call the offer phase. During this phase, this is when you've already found the home that you like and you want to put in an offer. So it's really important that during this phase that you put in a strong offer, because you don't want to insult the seller, because it's possible if you do, by putting in like a really, really low offer that is just ridiculous, they won't even entertain your offer. So it's important that you put in a strong offer, and that, you know, during this time, typically what I would do is just do a comparative market analysis where I'm looking at other homes in the neighborhood, in the area, that have similar characteristics as the home that my client wants to put an offer on in terms of like size, features, square footage, bedrooms, etc. And looking at what it sold for, so that we can make sure that we are at bare minimum putting in something or an offer that is comparable to homes in the area based on previous sales or recent sales. So you just want to make sure that you put in a strong offer. The next phase is the option phase. So during this phase, this is when your offer has been accepted and now you need to get an inspection on the property and an appraisal, right? So inspections are important. Do not skip the inspection phase. Please, please, please do not skip this part. You want to make sure that you have a qualified inspector that can go in and inspect the property, and they will provide you with a report of any repairs that are needed for that property. And during this time, you can negotiate those repairs with the seller. Okay. So it's important that you guys do get an inspection. Don't skip it. Even if you're buying new construction, don't skip it. Even if you're building, don't skip it. You need to have an inspection done. And with what I typically do is with my clients, I will, provide them a list with at least maybe like 3 inspectors, and they can choose which inspector they feel is best for them and get the inspection scheduled. Now, appraisals, you want to make sure that you get the house appraised so that you're not paying over than what it's actually worth, if that makes sense. So basically, if the appraisal comes back and the house is only worth $350 and you're trying to pay $400 or whatever more than $350, that's not I don't recommend that. I don't recommend paying more than what it's actually worth. You're actually losing money. So it's important that you get an appraisal on the property. The pending phase, and this is where you want to satisfy the title and lending requirements, right? This is the phase right before you're clear to close. So you want to make sure that any documents that are required in needing that they're requesting from you, you want to make sure that you're sending those things over at the time that, or within the time frame that they need you to send them. And then the last phase is the closing phase. This is the phase that everybody gets excited about, right? Because during this phase, this is when you go to the title company and you are actually clear to close. You sign on a dotted line, you get the keys for your property, and you are ready to move in. Welcome to home ownership. Okay. So this is an exciting phase, right? This is an exciting phase. And so home buying, although it can be overwhelming for some, it is really, really an exciting journey. It's an exciting journey. And I want everybody to know, if you want to purchase a home, you can purchase a home. You just have to do the necessary things to position yourself to purchase a home. But it is definitely obtainable. Here are your action steps for all of my future home buyers out there that may be watching this video. You want to make sure that you save, get pre-approved by a trusted lender. Number 2, you want to make sure that you find a real estate agent that you feel that you can work with, that understands your needs. And last, you want to make sure that you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell so that you can receive notifications of when videos are posted, because I am going to be walking you guys through the home buying process, the selling process, and just all things real estate when it comes to buying and selling homes. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.